The 1995 gem Toy Story is full of behind-the-scenes secrets. The film is based on the toys that magically come to life behind the humans' backs, introducing Woody and Buzz Lightyear as the primary characters. The film has been a part of millennials' childhood, and its creative studio, Pixar, is committed to carrying forward its legacy. So today, we will explore 25 insane facts about the franchise that will surely blow your mind. Before we begin, take a moment to click the like and subscribe buttons to stay notified of the latest updates from Marvelous videos. And now, roll up your sleeves because here we go.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Oh, no. Buzz, look, an alien! Where? Ah!
Number 1. Pixar's groundbreaking animation debut. The visionary behind the creation of Toy Story as a fully computer-generated film was John Lasseter, a founding member of Pixar. He first came across the immense possibilities computer animation could offer while he was working as an animator at Walt Disney Feature Animation. After the success of Pixar's first animated short film, Tin Toy, which won an Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film, Disney approached Pixar with a proposal of collaboration on a new project, allowing Pixar to make their movies outside the Disney studio. The prime characters Woody and Buzz Lightyear were finalized along with their personalities, appearances, and motives. The names were an homage to Western actor Woody Strode and astronaut Buzz Aldrin, respectively. Lasseter always believed Tom Hanks was the ideal choice to play Woody and convinced the actor to sign the film. Lasseter finalized Tim Allen to voice Buzz. The production began, and although Disney was happy with Pixar's technical innovation, it couldn't be said about the story plot. On November 19, 1993, the first half of the film was screened for Disney executives by Pixar, which turned into a complete disaster. Disney's head of feature film, Peter Schneider, stopped the production. Although he wanted to cancel the project altogether, Pixar worked hard and rewrote the film in 3 months, making significant changes not only in the plot, but also to the characters. Finally, production resumed with a larger workforce and new ideas. 27 animators, who used over 400 computer models to build roughly 1,561 animated shots totaling over 77 minutes, worked relentlessly to create the finished animation. Production relied on Pixar's proprietary tools, such as Menv and RenderMan, to generate all frames. Popular American singer, songwriter, and composer Randy Newman was appointed to create music for the film. A test screening was organized in July 1995, which received a positive response from the audience. Yet the creators decided to go for another last-minute round of edits to make it better. Despite all the technical and collaboration challenges, the filmmakers prioritized storytelling and characters over visual spectacle. And that's what makes this very first feature-length film created entirely using computer animation a big success, and a milestone that influenced and inspired future projects over the decades. Number 2. Every toy's material is authentically rendered. What amplifies the film's charm and immense realism is how authentically each character's toy material is rendered. The animators at Pixar paid great attention to make sure every toy looked and felt like it was made from its real-life counterpart's material. Woody's jeans have textured stitching. His shirt was made of soft and flexible cloth that moves naturally with his every action. Buzz Lightyear, on the other hand, looks like it's made up of hard plastic with reflective surfaces and stiff movements that are typical of action figures. Not only the prime characters, but the side characters too got all the attention with their design. Mr. Potato Head has a glossy plastic shell, while Rex has a green rubbery texture. The team at Pixar studied real toys made up of different materials under various lighting conditions to analyze how each material should look on screen. It helped them to create an animated world that felt real. And this dedication stands the studio apart from others when it comes to a perfect blend of imagination with realism.
Now, let's move! Remind me to glue his helmet shut when we get back.
Number 3. Subtle spelling mistakes in Andy's Handmade toys. If you're a die-hard fan of Toy Story, you must remember Andy's Handmade cardboard toy set. Did you notice something strange about it? Some words on the playset are spelled incorrectly. And no, it wasn't a mistake, but an intentional choice to show and emphasize the creativity and innocence of a child. Now, you can't expect a 6-year-old to master a spelling bee competition, right? And creators kept that thought in mind when they showed him spell corral, C-O-R-R-A-L, as C-O-R-R-A-L-L, saloon, S-A-L-O-O-N, as S-A-L-O-O-N-E, or sheriff with double R's and a single F. These spelling mistakes are evident on his hand-drawn posters, props, and signs. Pixar was thoughtful enough to present an imperfect world that seems perfect from a child's perspective. It helped in connecting with not only young hearts, but also the adults by giving them a whiff of nostalgia.
Let's go, everyone.
What about Woody?
He's not coming with us.
Number 4. Real brands and logos in Andy's room. Andy's room felt like a chest full of classic board games and familiar toys of brands that both kids and parents instantly recognized. His shelves and underbed stacks contain real board games such as Twister, Operation, Ants in the Pants, Mousetrap, and Candyland. The film also includes a little Tykes truck, which has a visible, authentic logo in Andy's room, along with a Tinker Toy container with a real Playskool logo and instructions. Beyond these branded toys, Andy's room also has books like Grimm's Fairy Tales and hints of Pixar shorts such as Red's Dream, Knick Knack, and Tin Toy. This attention to detail helped Pixar in many ways. It established visual authenticity. The audience understands the style and scale of these objects. It was necessary for the surrounding world to feel as real as the main characters, like Woody, to create an immersive experience. The sight of the familiar game struck an emotional chord, reviving the connection adults have with these games.
I don't understand. Somehow my fuel cells have gone dry.
Number 5. Early Woody was kind of a jerk. Woody is one of the most loved animated characters from contemporary times. He is a lovable, all-around good guy and dependable, who cherishes friendship. But would you believe if I say he was not the same initially, but was written as a complete jerk? It's hard to believe, right? Darla K. Anderson, a producer at Pixar, revealed in 2015 that Woody was created as an edgy character you wouldn't expect from a kid's animation. He was a sarcastic, outright mean-spirited, and jealous character. Pixar co-founder Ed Catmull added that Woody treated others harshly, including name-calling and physical roughness. Disney's Jeffrey Katzenberg pushed for edgier, more cynical characters during the early phase of development. But after the Black Friday screening, Pixar did an intensive rewrite for his character, reshaping him into a more nuanced figure in just 2 weeks. Now he is shown as a loyal, fair-minded leader whose jealousy of Buzz stems from his insecurity rather than malice. Undoubtedly, that decision worked for Pixar, and thank God it did.
Ken, this is Bonnie's bedroom.
What?
Number 6. The Barbie ban of the original film. The original film from 1995 initially wanted to include Barbie as a cameo character in the film's third act to rescue Woody and Buzz, since Pixar planned to include all classic toys in the movie. However, Barbie's creator, Mattel, declined the license to use the doll. They were worried that giving Barbie a voice and personality, they would compromise their brand philosophy that promised to present Barbie as a blank slate, which every child uses to paint their own imagination. Also, Mattel was unsure of the film's potential success, and if it flopped, it would harm the Barbie brand. As a result, Barbie was omitted from the film, and Bo Peep was replaced as Woody's love interest. But after the massive success of Toy Story, Mattel realized the promotional benefits the brand would get by appearing in a film that would be repeatedly played by kids all over the world. And thus, in the subsequent 3 films, Barbie made her appearance and even got her own short, Hawaiian Vacation. Number 7. The subtle Shining Easter egg. If you're a sucker for horror and a fan of The Shining, then you must have noticed an Easter egg strategically placed in the Toy Story film. Remember when Woody escapes Sid's room? He runs across a hallway. The carpet covering that hallway has a unique pattern made in orange, red, and yellow geometric designs. It looks very similar to the carpet in the Overlook Hotel from the 1980 psychological horror film The Shining. by Stanley Kubrick. Production designer Ralph Eggleston first came up with the idea of using this sinister rug. Afterwards, Lee Unkrich, director of a few Toy Story sequels, continued referencing the classic horror film in later movies made under Pixar's banner. Number 8. The Prank on Slinky Dog. Whenever we discuss Woody, we cannot forget to mention his loyal friend, Slinky Dog. No matter what, he always sided with Woody during all toy meetings, supporting his choices. In one such meeting before Andy's birthday party, Slinky was quick to side with Woody, even before the latter could say anything. It irked Potato Head so much that he insulted poor Slinky most hilariously. He removed his lips and pressed them on his own rear, clearly mocking Slinky's loyalty by insinuating that he is a bootlicker. All other toys present in the meeting could not control their laughter, just like the adult audience. Although it was a vulgar gesture, Pixar did it so subtly that the kids do not completely grasp the meaning behind the action. But the adults got the edgy sarcasm hidden in it. Number 9. Accurate shadows and reflections. In 1995, animation technology is not as advanced as it is today, nor was there an advanced AI system at Pixar's aid. All they had was their in-house RenderMan system, and yet, the studio successfully achieved the desired effects, which became an unprecedented leap in contemporary computer animation technology. John Lasseter's early animations in 1992 proved that computers can give such splendid results that traditional hand-drawn methods couldn't match. Reflections in Buzz Lightyear's helmet, Venetian blind shadows across Andy's room, and decal detail in Buzz's spacesuit reflected the film's realistic treatment of reflections, shadows, and light. Every character was first created out of clay or was modeled from a computer-generated diagram. After the model was finalized, its motion controls and articulation were coded. It resulted in various movements such as jumping, walking, or talking by the characters. Using the same software, the shading team assigned surface textures and reflective properties to objects. The lighting team was assigned to place flood, spot, and global lighting within the scenes. The combined efforts of these teams gave the plastic toys a believable physical appearance by highlighting shadows and reflective surfaces. Number 10. The Pizza Planet truck's hidden jokes. To get back to Andy, Woody and Buzz took a ride in the Pizza Planet delivery truck. The bright yellow vehicle caught attention not only with its rocket-laden roof, but also with the subtle jokes on its decals. On the tailgate, we can see the word "Yo" written in big letters, indicating a worn-out Toyota where the first and last two letters have faded away with time. Instead of a typical smiley face sticker, the truck has a neutral face sticker on its rear window, suggesting its quirky demeanor. There is also a sticker for a radio station, KRAT-FM, which is probably an homage to the art director Tia Crater. You must have seen "How's My Driving" stickers posted on commercial vehicles, but here, this particular truck fashionably sports "How's my driving? Ha 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 ha," turning a polite request into a cheeky joke. Number 11. Woody calls the aliens zealots. When Buzz Lightyear and Woody enter the rocket-shaped claw machine at Pizza Planet, they get surrounded by a horde of small, green-colored alien toys. These alien toys religiously worshipped the Claw, considering it their master. They are not only possessive, but also very defensive over it. When Buzz falls prey to the Claw, the green toys try to stop Woody from helping his companion. Appalled by this extreme devotion, Woody calls the aliens zealots, a term that implies uncompromising, fanatical loyalty. The word is derived from a historical context, where a Jewish sect known for its radical zeal was also called the Zealots. Instead of using the word as an insult to the aliens, it is used to satirically capture their narrow worldview, where their universe was centered around the Claw. Yes, the choice of words was quite mature for a kids' film, but hey, Pixar couldn't overlook the number of adult fans, right? Number 12. The creepy mutant toys and hidden adult jokes. Sid's room has unsettling aesthetics in the film, with toys disassembled and recombined to create bizarre mutants. Among these freaky toys is one dubbed Legs. It's literally just a pair of Barbie legs stuck onto a fishing rod. Now officially it's just meant to grab things, but some fans have speculated that it's also a sneaky adult joke. You know, legs, plus fishing hook equals hooker. If that was intentional, it might just be the dirtiest and most clever gag Pixar ever slipped into the movie. Number 13. Mickey Mouse homage in Andy's room. Disney acquired Pixar in 2006, about a decade after the release of Toy Story. However, the studio was responsible for the distribution of the film, and yet, we noticed Pixar slipping a subtle reference to Disney, a Mickey Mouse-style wall clock hanging in Andy's bedroom. It appears in the scenes from Andy's childhood. The classic 90s wristwatch design was adapted as a wall clock, featuring evergreen Mickey Mouse. It can be considered a tribute to Disney and its legacy in storytelling. Interestingly, this Easter egg was later removed in Toy Story 3. Number 14. The first Pixar and Disney partnership. In 1989, Pixar achieved a major milestone by winning the Academy Award for Best Animated Short for Tin Toy. Impressed by its achievement, Disney formalized a $26 million agreement with the aspiring studio. Bounded by this deal, Pixar had to develop, produce, and deliver up to 3 computer-animated feature films, while Disney would look after marketing and distribution parts. Toy Story became the first project under this partnership. Pixar was known for experimental shorts and commercials at that time, and thus, to create a feature film, it had to invent new animation tools like Menv and RenderMan. This partnership was iconic, not only because of the 2 big names involved in it, but also because Disney had always produced films in-house. The authority in this company was initially quite reluctant to outsource feature animation. Yet, they made a deal where it would receive a large chunk of revenue along with complete control over film and character rights. On the other hand, Pixar got a smaller share of box office revenue of about 12.5% to 15%. This risky partnership paid off with the success of Toy Story, paving the way for a long-term collaboration. Number 15. Al's Toy Barn foreshadowed in the first film. In the first Toy Story film, Buzz did not believe he was a toy until he watched a television commercial at Sid's house, where he learned that Buzz Lightyear was advertised as the world's greatest toy and was available at Al's Toy Barn for sale. Just like many other details strategically plotted in the film, this one too held a crucial intent. In Toy Story 2, released in 1999, Al's Toy Barn became a central location. It was owned by toy collector Al McGuigan and was the same place where Woody was stolen at the beginning of the movie. When Buzz arrived to save his friend, he encountered countless replicas of himself, which caused him an existential crisis. Thus, this small reference in the first film foreshadowed the sequel's setting and plot catalyst. Number 16. Unusual one-eyed blinking animation. Naturally, we humans blink both of our eyes in sync, but the characters in early Pixar works, such as Toy Story, blink one eye at a time. This technique is called offset blinking, and it is used in animation to subtly convey that a character is perhaps a robot, comedic figure, or a toy. Many animators use synchronous blinking to preserve naturalism, where both eyes blink simultaneously. But Pixar used offset blinking technology to introduce a purposeful flaw, adding a charm to the character's imperfection. Number 17. Andy's room is filled with real-world details. Andy's room is a nostalgia ride. It is rich with authentic, nostalgic items, reminding one of their childhood. Like any other kid, his shelves and under the bed have classic board games such as Twister, Mousetrap, Operation, Candyland, and Ants in the Pants. Other items show real brands and logos, such as Little Tykes and Playschool, instead of using fictional names. Andy's bookshelf is also studded with meaningful detail. The books we can see in the scenes are titles like Feet First, Grimm's Fairy Tales, a book that inspired many Disney stories, Pale Cowboy from Texas, and Help the Planet. There are also references to Pixar's early shorts, such as Tin Toy, Red's Dream, Knick Knack, and The Adventures of Andre and Wally B. Let me tell you another interesting fact. A playful titled homage to Pixar animator Elliot Smurl. Smurl, Smurl, Twist and Twirl is also there on the bookshelf. These small, real-life details ground the film in reality. Number 18. Marie Antoinette reference in Sid's sister's tea party. The film not only presents lighthearted humor, but also carefully tackles grim humor by using historical context. While Buzz was at Sid's house, he was pulled into a tea party hosted by Sid's younger sister, Hannah. Buzz was stuck with Hannah's mutated toys. Among them were two headless dolls. Buzz called them Marie Antoinette and her sister. It is a reference to the beheaded French queen, who was infamously guillotined in 1793 during the French Revolution. Number 19. Sid's Improvised Interrogation Handbook. Not only Sid Phillips' character, but also the environment he has created in the film are unsettling. When Woody hides inside a milk crate in Sid's room, we can see the book titled Improvised Interrogation Handbook from the Department of the Army Technical Manual behind him. This detail suggests that Sid has studied interrogation practices from his manual and applied some of them, such as blowing up the toys and performing surgery on them to torture and mutate his toys. Number 20. The Lion King's Hakuna Matata cameo. During the scene where Andy's sister and mom are driving past the moving truck to their new home, the popular song Hakuna Matata from The Lion King plays on the stereo. The song is about living without worries, and this choice of using it becomes ironic because Andy's toys are dangerously hanging off the truck, worried that they might not reach their destination safely. This Easter egg also acts as Disney's cross-promotion strategy, slipping the famous song from one of their successful movies. Number 21. Woody's hat and shirt prefigure Jessie's appearance. Andy's fascination with the Wild West was subtly established right at the beginning of the film. Before Buzz's arrival, we see Andy wearing a red cowboy hat and a t-shirt sporting a cowboy figure. Pixar cleverly planted a thematic seed in the first film, which later bloomed in Toy Story 2 with Jessie, the yodeling cowgirl. She was introduced as a vintage 1950s doll, which was full of energy and expression. The simple detail on Andy's t-shirt foreshadowed Jessie's arrival in advance. At least, that's what fans believe. Number 22. Production Easter eggs turn up in later Pixar films. The yellow-colored Pizza Planet truck was introduced as a mere set piece, but then it became a part of Pixar's Easter egg tradition in its cinematic universe. It began making cameos in almost every Pixar film. It appears outside the circus setup in the 1998 film A Bug's Life. In the sequel to Toy Story, the toys use it to travel to Al's apartment in their quest to save Woody. The same Pizza Planet truck also appeared in Monsters, Inc. and in Finding Nemo. The truck even got a name, Todd, in Cars. Eve scans the truck's engine in WALL-E on a deserted Earth. In the film Up, the truck is seen during various city scenes, and in Toy Story 3, it is used by Lotso and the others as a refuge transport. Different variations of the truck, such as a wooden carving in Brave, a tattoo in the fourth installment of the Toy Story universe, a sunken object in Finding Dory, and a rock-shaped form in The Good Dinosaur can also be seen. However, there is only one Pixar film that is an exception to this tradition, and that is The Incredibles, which has no Easter egg truck. The pizza truck is not the only Easter egg reappearing in Pixar's cinematic universe. The three aliens from Toy Story are also seen in the third and fourth installments of the series. They have also made a cameo in Lightyear as a statue. Even Woody makes appearances in the end credit shorts of other Pixar projects.
Tell me, Otto, that's an order!
Number 23. Pixar's in-jokes, license plates, and call signs. Another example of Pixar's in-jokes and an Easter egg is the license plate of its beloved Pizza Planet truck, which reads RES 1536. Here, RES stands for Resolution, while 1536 is nothing but a resolution in which the whole movie was rendered. Another such example is A113, written on Andy's mom's car's license plate. It's a reference to the animation classroom at Cal Arts, where many alumni of Pixar have studied. The same code is also seen as a conference room number in The Incredibles and a directive code in WALL-E. Pixar loves to drop hints of its upcoming projects through Easter eggs. Buzz has an ant on his helmet, which points to A Bug's Life. Number 24. Rex and Mr. Potato Head's battleship game is rigged. In the film, Mr. Potato Head and Rex the dinosaur are playing the classic board game Battleship. The piggy bank, Ham, which is voiced by John Ratzenberger, is the referee for this match. At first glance, everything seems fine, but upon closer inspection, many fans have noticed something suspicious. The referee is cheating. On Mr. Potato Head's battleship board, the majority of the holes are filled with white mispegs, which means he has been guessing locations without hitting anything, while Ham's board has 0 red hit pegs. In a fair game, Mr. Potato Head would have landed at least a few shots by accident, but that's not the case, which confirms that Ham is secretly moving his ships or is lying about hits.
To infinity and beyond!
Number 25. Close Call. Who nearly voiced Buzz Lightyear? Not only his appearance, but Buzz Lightyear's voice is also memorable and impressive. The lines like "to infinity and beyond" sound great in Tim Allen's voice, so it's hard to imagine anyone else's voice replacing it. But what if I tell you that Tim Allen was not the first choice to voice the Space Ranger? Yes, Billy Crystal from When Harry Met Sally was first considered and approached for this role. He even met with Jeffrey Katzenberg for further discussion, but the actor was unconvinced and rejected the offer. Of course, he regretted his choice later. Marvelous verdict. And there you have it. 25 truly interesting facts about Pixar's Toy Story saga. They prove that there is a lot more to this beloved film than meets the eye. From having a jerk for Woody to the various Easter eggs, we have discovered how Pixar not only focuses on animation, but also on storytelling and the small details that enrich the overall experience. With Toy Story 5 set for release in June 2026 with a toy versus tech theme, this ride into the past was a true nostalgia treat. We hope you liked this video. Let us know your favorite aspect of Toy Story and how excited you are for its next installment in the comments. We'll see you next time.